All right, you guys, this is the Keeping It Raw podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, guys, we have been talking about the Lamar Jackson thing for a very, very long time. This situation or topic has not been just a trending topic right now. This has been talked about a very, very long time ago. And, there's a lot of, fans that may want Lamar Jackson to come to the team. And then there's a lot of fans that would not like Lamar Jackson to come to the team. The Lions fan base is pretty much split in half. Some people want him, some people don't want him. And then some people talk about Ben Johnson and the offense being catered more so to a Jared Goff, tailor-made for Jared Goff. And that could be true. But when you are a coach, your job is to coach any type of individual. No matter the skill set, your job is to be able to coach any type of player. And when you are a quarterback, you need to be able to do the things that you are coached up to do. And I understand that a lot of people may be concerned and things of that nature, but I'm going to say this for the record. I think that Lamar Jackson will be dangerous in Detroit. This kid has been disrespected since day one. When you think about it, even from the draft all the way, from people saying that he should have been a running back, he should have been a wide receiver, he should have been all these different things. But he came into the league and he proved that he could play the position and he could play it at a high level. Now, a lot of people talk about, well, Lamar Jackson, he doesn't stand in the pocket, this and that. Lamar can do it. I seen him do it. He's more than capable of standing in the pocket and delivering the football. When you think about his weapons, you think about Marquise Hollywood Brown, you think about Andrews, you think about Boykins, Devin Duvernay, Rashard Bateman, all these different receivers that he had, but none of them has been like, besides Mark Andrews being a Pro Bowl tight end and Marquise Hollywood Brown being pretty solid for him, he hasn't really had that, that talent on his team. Now, he's had running backs at his disposal that's been pretty good. If you look at guys like Gus Edwards, look at guys like Mark Ingram and J.K. Dobbins, who was kind of in and out of the lineup with injuries and stuff like that. But the biggest thing, man, about Lamar Jackson is that this kid just wants to get paid, man. Now, I don't know what Lamar Jackson is really wanting. A lot of us have pretty much said that he wants to get paid a little bit more money guaranteed than what quarterback Deshaun Watson was able to get from the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun was able to get a $230 million fully guaranteed deal. And, Deshaun had the on and off the field issues going on. And the Cleveland Browns delivered. Cleveland, they were vulnerable and they was in a situation where they wanted to improve their quarterback situation. And they ended up boatloading a lot of money to Deshaun Watson, who had not even played for about, a year and a half, something like that. So Lamar Jackson, who's already been an MVP in his third season and has performed pretty well when he's out on the field. And yes, he's missed a few games, here and there. He has missed games. And, what I'm saying? Yeah, like anybody, just like you as a person, you go to work to get paid. You know what I'm saying? And you like to get a raise just like anybody else. And you complain and you'll cry to your coworkers about getting a raise. And they may not give you a raise. They may tell you, well, we're not giving you a raise. The next 2 years, you won't get a raise. So you have to look at the situation just like how your situation is. Lamar Jackson's situation is a little different from Mars because he's getting paid millions to play the game of football. But for you who may be making a lot of money yourself, you could be making thousands of millions, whatever you're making at your job. I don't know what you do, but everybody wants to get paid for doing what they do. And Lamar Jackson has put the work in. The kid has been phenomenal on and off the field, and he just wants to get paid for it. Now, yeah, it comes with stipulations and stuff like that. Him being the MVP, him pretty much winning with the football team, winning a lot of football games with the team. But, his whole thing is definitely, too, still being able to win in the playoffs as well. That's something that he has to be able to get over that hump as well. But being able to have a line like the Detroit Lions have right now currently and being able to play behind that line, it would be awesome. And Lamar Jackson would be dangerous in Detroit. I cannot lie about this. Lamar Jackson would be nasty in Detroit. Having a quarterback that can extend plays with his legs, being able to take advantage of a lot of different teams with the run game, and not only with the run game, but with the receivers as well. Yes, he would have to build that chemistry with Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he would have to build that chemistry with Jameson Williams and the rest of these guys. But I would think that he would be able to do that because the talent on the Detroit Lions is really good right now. And if the Lions decide to bring back DJ Chark, or they decide to bring back some of these players back on to the team, Brock Wright and all of these guys, then definitely Lamar Jackson is going to have the opportunity to play with a team that would be phenomenal, man, in Detroit. The reason why Detroit is a hotbed for Lamar Jackson is because Lamar Jackson would just make Detroit dangerous, man. You think that opponents would be scared of him when he was in Baltimore, but having the weapons in Detroit, he would be even deadly. I mean, not only that, man, Lamar Jackson would bring the merchandise sale of the Detroit Lions through the roof. Now, I know some people would not be on board with it right now, but if the Lions was able to make this deal and Brad Holmes was able to do something like this, I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of money behind this. And Lamar Jackson would definitely bring a lot of money to the city because people would love to have a dangerous quarterback like Lamar Jackson, who is able. And to me, I know some people say, I always say this about a player. When you go and get a player, you're getting a player for who they are. Don't ever try to change the person to something that they're not. It's like bringing Tom Brady on your team and telling Tom Brady to do something different than what Tom Brady does. No, you have to let that player be the player that they are. If Lamar Jackson has been box office before he was on the Detroit Lions, you still want him to be box office when he get to the Detroit Lions. Do I want Lamar Jackson running on every play? No, I do not. I want him to be able to deliver that football to the tight ends, to the running backs, and to the wide receivers. I want him to be a quarterback as well. So if a play breaks down, I want Lamar Jackson to be able to make something happen out of nothing. And I know that he's capable of doing that. We haven't had that in Detroit, and we got to keep it real. When we had Matthew Stafford, Matthew would run every now and then, but he wasn't no mobile type of quarterback. And you know what I'm saying? I understand, guys. I know, we kind of divided on this situation and we feel different about the situation. Some people, are against it totally, and some people are with it. And I'm one of them people that are with it and willing to give it a shot and give it a chance because I know how dangerous this offense could be. Yeah, we had one of the top offenses last year in the NFL, but I think we would be even scary and dangerous with Lamar Jackson at the quarterback. Now, my reasons are my reasons, but at the same time, I still respect that Jared Goff is the quarterback, and I understand that he's going to be the quarterback. And the Lions probably not even go after Lamar Jackson. It could be nothing but speculative talk from us as fans. But, you know what I'm saying? But, it's just in our mind. We can imagine, him being here, but he's not even here. So at the same time, man, I know a lot of people, you got your different opinions about it. But you know that Lamar Jackson is a good football player. You can't deny that. You can't deny that Lamar Jackson has been an elite quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. You can't deny that. You can try to call the man trash. You can call the man, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. But Lamar Jackson has won an MVP. When Lamar Jackson went against the Rams, I remember that season Lamar Jackson went against the Rams. He didn't more so beat them with his legs. He beat them with the pass game. Nobody brings that up. Nobody even talks about that game. Go back and look at that game when the Baltimore Ravens played the Rams. And Lamar Jackson pretty much crushed the Rams at their place. So nobody can tell me that this kid, Lamar Jackson, cannot ball. I know that Lamar can ball. I know that this kid can play. It's all speculative talk until it's really, really done. Nobody is saying that Lamar Jackson is coming to Detroit. But it's just food for thought. What if he did come to Detroit? What if Detroit did decide to pick up Lamar Jackson? That would be crazy. Even though they have a quarterback situation already tight, they're going to either have to give the money to a Lamar Jackson or they're going to have to give the money to Jared Goff. They're going to have to give up a lot of money either now or later. So it really doesn't matter. But my point in this whole video is to say that Jared Goff is the starting quarterback, and I respect that. And then I respect what others are saying about the possibilities of being able to get a Lamar Jackson in Detroit. I know as fans, we want what we want. You know, some of us want Goff. Some of us want Lamar Jackson. I mean, the fan base is divided on it. But at the same time, you know, I respect other people's opinions. And, you know, sometimes people don't respect your opinion. They don't see the whole situation. And just like you see the situation with Goff, you're just asking them, hey, look, take a look at the situation if we had Lamar Jackson, how dangerous this football team would be. We would be dangerous, man. We would be one of the most feared teams in the league having a Lamar Jackson on the team. Do people fear Jared Goff like they fear Lamar Jackson? I don't think so. Lamar Jackson is a quarterback that puts fear in you because you don't know what this guy is capable of doing. He's capable of leading it with his arm, or he's capable of tearing you up on the ground for 200 yards. Whatever it is, Lamar Jackson can do it, man. This kid is box office, man, and him being in Detroit would make this team that much better and dangerous. Now, I'm not saying that the team is not going to get better with Jared Goff because he is the quarterback, but if Brad Holmes was to make this deal happen, I'm down for it. I'm cool with it. And even if Brad Holmes doesn't do it, I'm still cool with whatever he decides to do because he may not do any of these things. It's just speculation, talk from us as fans, and us arguing amongst each other whether or not we want Lamar or whether we want Jared Goff. So it is what it is. But to me personally, I would love for Lamar Jackson to be a part of this team. But that's not my call and that's not my say. So I'm going to stay in my lane. But at the same time, definitely, man, I'm just imagining in my mind how the offense would be in Detroit with Lamar Jackson. We would be terrifying on Sundays. We would be a terrifying team to play on Sundays with Lamar Jackson. I guarantee that. So, all right, guys, make sure you subscribe to the Keeping It Raw podcast, and I will be back to you with another video. I'm out of here. Until next time,